Bears fans have been looking forward to this day since the new regime took over. They look good throughout the preseason, but would that confidence carry over into week 1 of the regular season? New head coach John Fox would have a tough test in his first game at Soldier Field. Bears, cheeseheads. Mike McCarthy was quoted as saying they'd kick the Bears you-know-whats, but Matt Forte had other ideas. This 1-yard touchdown run plus another $140 on the ground today. And less Aaron Rodgers is always a good thing for a defense. Bears up 13-10 at half, second half, and here comes A-Rod finding a familiar face to finish the Pack's first drive. Oakland didn't work out, couldn't cut it in the Big Apple, but James Jones is feeling right at home back with Green Bay. His second touchdown catch of the day. Bears would respond with another field goal to pull back within 1, but field goals don't typically cut it against this high-powered offense. Rodgers delivers a great ball to Randall Cobb, who's playing on a bum shoulder. Green Bay back up 8. A good drive, Bears threatening. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, and you can't teach Jay Cutler to not throw it to the other team. Clay Matthews with an outstanding play into Bears territory. 4 plays later, Eddie Lacy makes it a 2-score game with a 6-yard TD run. The Bears don't quit, though. Give them credit. Cutler slings it out to Martellus Bennett, and he's got some room to work with. A 24-yard score makes it an 8-point game with 34 seconds left. But the Packers still with Seattle fresh in their minds. Make sure to finish this one. Devontae Adams comes up with the onside kick. Not the butt kicking that McCarthy promised, but Green Bay does take the opener 31-23. Scott Grodsky has more from Soldier Field.
The Bears gave themselves a fighting chance today at Soldier Field, losing to the Packers by just 1 score. After the game, they were quick to say there's no such thing as moral victories, but the Bears do admit this was a great building point for the new era.
You know, Green Bay's a pretty good football team. You know, we were going to have to be near flawless to beat them, and we didn't quite reach that. But I think there was a lot of positive things that we'll be able to build on as a football team.
The guys played well. We threw a lot of different personnel at them, threw a lot of different tempos at them, ran the ball. You know, I don't think we threw the ball as effectively as we wanted to. A lot of things to improve on, a lot of positives, though, as well.
We're in the business of winning. I mean, there's a lot to build off of, but, you know, I mean, I'm not one for moral victory. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. We didn't play well enough to win. We'll build off the good like every week. You build off the good, you try to correct the bad. It's just unfortunate. You know, this was a big game. You know, we wanted to come out and make a statement.
I'm a true believer in what we're doing and what the coaches are trying to do here. And for some guys, I think they'll be giving them an extra oomph, like, hey, we could really do this.
Matt Forte led the Bears offense to a solid first game, but of course it was that Jay Cutler interception that everyone's going to remember that ended up costing them. They'll try to do better next week against the Cardinals. Reporting from Soldier Field, I'm Scott Grodsky with the 23 Sports Ticket.
Thanks, Scott. And on to baseball. The Cubs lost on a walk-off home run last night, but they could still take 3 of 4 from the Phillies today after being last season's laughingstock. Chicago can taste the playoffs. Cubs trailing, but Chris Coughlin gets something to his liking. The solo jack brings them within 1. They would go on to tie it at 4 apiece, but then lose it on Clayton Richards. Spikes this pitch into the dirt. It gets past Miguel Montero, and Aaron Altherr scores on the go-ahead run. Philly would tack on a couple of more, and the Cubs lose 7-4. White Sox pitcher Chris Sale reached 250 strikeouts in the season, but he wasn't very good today, surrendering 6 earned runs to the Twins in a 7-0 loss. And on to the court. The U.S. Open wrapped up with Novak Djokovic defeating Roger Federer in 4 sets. It was the Joker's 10th Grand Slam title and his 3rd title this year. And it's hard to believe, but we are already a third of the way through the high school football regular season. Zach James has the best of the best from week 3.
Hononegah is off to a 3-0 start, and it's all because of the same old formula. Christian Fossil running the rock only the way the Indians can, and they edged out Boylan with a 1-point win. Next up, it's Freeport's Dimitri Offord with a spectacular pretzel TD.
It's going to be a delay, try and hand the Sellers. Offord keeps it, gets away from 1 and 2 tackles. And here goes Dimitri. First down and more. 50 to the 40. It's a foot race to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. It's a touchdown for the Freeport Pretzels.
Now I'll turn it over to our football frenzy game night crew and Jared Packer.
Hoffenberger back in at quarterback after Jaws took that hit. Fumble. Boy, they can't even get that handoff. That's picked up by a Dakota defender. That's Jared Packer. There is nothing between Jared Packer and the end zone except his own man, and he almost tripped over his own lineman. Nobody's going to get him. Jared Packer 96 yards on the fumble recovery for the touchdown.
Stillman Valley is most known for running the rock, but how about this? Quarterback Ethan Roberts puts this one into the night sky, and it drops right into the hands of Kane Van Briesen, and the Cardinals win over Winnebago. Last but not least, we're going back out west. Ackland's Cole Ludeking breaks one tackle and scoots to the side, and the Bulldogs scores from 25 yards out. Vote for your favorite play at WIFR.com.
Thanks, Zach. Now, some breaking news. The Bears have announced they cut linebacker Sam Acho and promoted Layman Barrow to the 53-man roster. So we'll have more on that tomorrow. Now make sure you get on those computers, those iPhones, those iPads. Get out there and vote for those top plays. I'm Eric O'Brien for the 23 Sports Ticket.